Hey folks, it's Mike here from Mike's Hard Auto Roadside Assistance. So quick update. I had a interview with a company called Unlock a Door, and they seem a pretty cool company, a legit pretty cool company. I think they're based out of Florida, something like that. I guess he is the owner or one of the owners. He might be around my age. He might be a little bit younger. Everything sounds about right when it comes to the numbers. If they keep me moving, and for what it sounds like, they can keep me moving. Now I did ask about assurance, like since I'm going to be a 1099, not necessarily working for you guys, but I'll be a 1099. So I'll be working for myself, but I'll be a 1099. You guys just give me some of your work that you don't have time for or whatever else. So so I'll be a 1099, and I asked about the insurance, and they were like, as long as you have basic insurance. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Okay. I never knew a company would most definitely mess with a person if they didn't have the right insurance. Now I have just basic liability because, like I said, I have a '97 Kia Sportage, and I actually just now downgraded some of my insurance because I was with State Farm, and now I'm with Liberty Mutual for the same exact thing that I was getting from State Farms. I'm getting the same thing from Liberty Mutual, but it's like it's not even a half. It's like a fraction of the cost. And I have two vehicles. I put my Dodge Dakota and my Kia Sportage on there, and I'm only paying not even $80 per month for both of the cars. Then on top of that, I do rent, and so I have renter's insurance, and that's like I don't know, like another $5 a month or something like that, something crazy, and it covers me up to like the $5,000 or whatever. So yeah, yeah, I just I'm just working it all out, working it all out. Also with this company, Unlock a Door. Like I said, they're based out of Florida, and they're moving up this way in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There's certain parts of Philadelphia you need certain licensing and certain this and certain that, and they know their stuff. I was more worried about the numbers and who they partner up with. Apparently, this group partner up with a couple of companies. I'm not for sure about AAA, but I know that they get a lot of work from Ajero. Now I keep on hearing Ajero is like, ugh, they're like a sketchy company. So, but it sounds for the sounds like that they need people bad. Like I said, I met up with the owner, and he gave me a couple of like little extra tools that I didn't have. And I'm like, oh, cool, thank you, man. How much do I owe you for these tools? He was like, man, just work. I said, okay. So I had to of course I have to pass the background check and everything else. You got to make sure that I'm not crazy, or whatever, mass murderer. But yeah, they actually kind of hired me right there on the spot. They were like, "Oh, you ready to run like right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." You guys not gonna wait for the background check? You know what I mean? You guys got to make sure that I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? But they were willing to let me get out there right away, and I'm like, let me do some homework about your company. Let me see who you guys partner up with. I downloaded the app that they required me. Was required to download Towbook, so I downloaded that, and now I'm like, let me just you know find out what you guys are really about. Like, let me look at your website and let me see how long you guys been in business. Let me do my own homework, and I found these guys on not Craigslist. It was on. I think it was just general looking up things for as far as towing, and I came across this one thing called Simply Hire, and Simply Hire had that company up for as far as a tow company, and I'm like, all right, sweet. Let me just check them out, see what they're about. And so I gave them a call, and it was on a Sunday night. They called me right back on the Sunday night, and we had like a little phone interview. And I'm like, okay, you guys really need people bad then. So I met up with him today, and yeah, he was hustling, bustling, just driving all around the world, and just doing what he got to do. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is the how they pay. Now it sounds like they pay like in mileage. So like from 0 to 5 miles, they pay like $13, but that's just for the job. That's for the job, and then it goes up from there. Like 6 miles to 10 miles is 14. 11 to 15 is 15. 16 to 17 miles is $16. 18 to 19 miles is $17, and 20 plus miles is the max out $18. Now, that's just the job, no matter what the job is. It could be a flat tire change, it could be a locked door, it could be out of fuel, it could be anything. But from 0 to 5 miles, that's what you're starting off with. So you're starting off with like $13 if it's like under 5 miles. Now that's pretty cool, as long as you guys keep me moving. If you guys can keep me moving, then I can see me making some major money with you guys. And my other thought was like, I kind of gave him a soft like, yes, I start tonight. But then I started thinking like, yeah, stop, like slow down. Let me make sure this is what is right for me, and I'm still researching other things that may work out better in my favor. I don't want to make it seem like that I'm, I guess, desperate, and I don't want to actually just jump out there at the first thing. And sometimes you don't want to do that. You don't want like the first thing that comes out like, ooh, you know what I mean? Just slow down, slow down. Make sure it's the right fit for you, and I'm going to do my research first before I actually get on the road for them, and as long as as long as they treat me as an independent contractor instead of an employee. I, we kind of had this little already tonight. I had an interview with him earlier today, and tonight he's already kind of trying to kind of talk to me as if that I'm his employee instead of just an independent contractor. So that's another thing I gotta make sure that they, like, a lot of people understand. Like, listen, I don't work for you. I'm contracted to you, and I guess in a sense, as long as you're paying me, I guess I do work for you, but I'm not your employee. It's one of those weird things that I have in my head. I could be looking at it absolutely wrong too. I most definitely could be looking at it wrong. And if I am, please somebody tell me if I am. But yeah, it's just I kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot, man. It's I need to get out there. I need to go ahead and get myself out there and do some work. But also, I was trying to start this thing off by myself. The same thing that they're doing, I was going to try to do myself, and then just bring people on. It's kind of discouraging because this guy has a whole team, and I'm trying to do this by myself. So it's so I want actually I might go ahead and just go ahead and do it for a little while until, like, I get the money and up and go from there. Maybe I don't know. I'm still trying to figure things out, and like I said before, I need help. I most definitely need help. But yep, that's my little tidbit for today. A little rant, if so. Yeah. So yeah. All right.